Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Thursday, the 11th of November. With Robert Murray McShane, we read 2 Kings chapter 24, and it is the fall of Jerusalem. And I was struck by verse 13, where we read, "In the 8th year of the reign of the king of Babylon, he took Jehoiakim, that is the king of Judah, prisoner, as the Lord had declared. Nebuchadnezzar removed the treasures from the temple of the Lord and from the royal palace, and cut up the gold articles that King Solomon, king of Israel, had made for the temple of the Lord. He carried all Jerusalem into exile." And we have this litany of disaster, of the gold being taken and the officials going into exile and the destruction that is brought. And we have this, as the Lord had declared. And I thought, that doesn't fit with the 21st century view of God. As Christians, we so often think, I'm following God so that he will bless me. And if I do this, that, or the other, then God will look after me and God will answer my prayers. And when I ask for something, God will give it to me and God will see to it that my life goes well. God is there to make sure that I have a fulfilling and satisfied life. God is there to serve me. And so often we don't do it clearly, and we don't do it explicitly, but that is the subtext of our faith. God is there to serve me. And in actual fact, it's completely the other way around. I am here to serve God. And if having the Babylonians besiege me and take all the gold and take all the silver and destroy the temple and take people off into exile, if that is what God is doing, my service of God is to go along with that. And that is a really difficult call. That is a difficult thing to get our heads around. And we end up that we have to say with the prophet Habakkuk, even if there's no fruit on the vine and the produce of the olive fails and the herd and the stall have gone and there's nothing, yet will I rejoice in the Lord. I will serve God, not because I want to get anything out of it, but because I want to serve him. So be challenged by that. God does bless us and we're thankful for him. And God does answer our prayers, and that's glorious. But that's not what God is there for. He is not there to serve our needs and wants. It is exactly the opposite way around. And we always need to remember that. Be challenged and know that even in the midst of disaster, if that is what God is willing, we are blessed. We just have to see it through his eyes and from his perspective.